Okay, so let's finish up the first section I'm doing on chapter 11 here. We just did the fundamental counting principle. Now we're going to talk about permutations, which is a little bit similar. Permutations is the word for arrangements in which order matters. So, for example, in example 3, in how many different orders can 3 books be placed on a shelf? So if we have 3 books and we're putting them on a shelf, then all 3 of them are going to go up there, I would imagine. So that would just be one way if order did not matter. But in this case, we are talking about different orders that we can place them on a shelf. And this is really just an extension of that fundamental counting principle logic. So think of how many different choices we're going to be making here. We are going to make a choice of what book goes on the left, what book goes in the middle, and what book goes on the right. So then there are 3 books, so we can choose any of those 3 books to be the book that goes on the left, for example. Then we get to choose which book goes in the middle. But we do not have 3 options this time, because if I said there were 3 options here, that would include the possibility of one of those books being both on the left and in the middle. We can't have one book in 2 different places at the same time. So if we've already made the decision for what book is going first, we've put one book down already, which means there are only 2 books left for us to choose from to go in the middle. And then again, we're choosing what book goes last, but we would only have one book remaining with us at that point. So a lot of the time it will just count down that way, 3 times 2 times 1. So that means there are 6 orders that these books can be placed on a shelf. Right, then example 4, very relevant in the gambling world, especially in Kentucky, like the Kentucky Derby. 10 horses are running in a race. In how many ways can the horses finish, win, place, and show, which is to say first, second, and third place? So there are lots of bets that go in this type of fashion. So let's say we are choosing or seeing the option of horses finishing first, horses finishing second, and horses finishing third. So there are 3 things we're looking at here. Any of the 10 racehorses can finish first. Once there is a horse that is finished first, then there are 9 horses left that can finish second. And then once those top 2 horses have gone, then there are 8 left that could possibly finish third. So that's 10 times 9 times 8, which is 720 ways. Just those 10 horses can finish first, second, and third, one place and show.